Hey, this is Paul Greenhill, the Wise Grappler, and I'm here at BJJ United in Jenkintown, Pennsylvania, which is right outside Philadelphia, at my younger big brother's school, black belt Jared Weiner. And today I'm joined by my fellow black belt and OG, Harvey. He told me his name and I forgot it. Hensley. I'm with a creek, right? Hey, Harvey, how you doing, man?
Very fine.
Harvey got promoted to black belt 52, and that's really what I think, you know, being a part of the OJ Nation is all about. There's too many guys that are just coming to the mat, no endpoint in mind. They're just focused. They're not focused in their training, and they have no goals. They eventually will not make it to black belt. But in Harvey's case, he reached the goal and he made it. So Harvey, tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get into jiu-jitsu?
Well, I was, reading about it, watching stuff on TV, actually watching things like the UFC. I'm not at all interested in any of that kind of stuff, but I was interested in what was behind it.
Right.
I had done some more traditional martial arts like Aikido and things like that. I was frustrated with the training in some levels. I felt it wasn't realistic, and so I got interested in Jiu-Jitsu. I was very intimidated at first. I didn't think I went to my first Jiu-Jitsu class, didn't think I would get through a single class.
Right.
But it turned out that the people I met were just some of the nicest people I'd ever met. There was no attitude, no ego.
Right.
Everybody was very concerned about safety too. That was very impressive to me. And I found just a teacher and the right teacher for me, Jared Weiner. He opened his own school. I was there as soon as I found that out, and I've been training with him ever since.
Cool. How old were you when you started doing jiu-jitsu?
I started jiu-jitsu at 43.
I started at 32, so that's 11 years after me, and I know what it was like, me being the oldest guy in the room back in 96, 97, so what was it like for you being probably one of the older guys, if not the oldest guy in the room coming up?
Well, it's interesting. People, you have to understand, that you have to train a little bit differently than the younger guys.
Right.
And that's important. You have to be careful in terms of pacing yourself. Everybody learns that lesson no matter how old they are. You have to pace yourself, but you have to learn it more quickly and you have to adapt to it more quickly. I think than the younger guys who might have a little bit more stamina. That's the main thing. Is you have to train in a way. I think your first concern is for your own safety, because you're one injury away from not being able to do this at all. So because you recover more slowly, and so I think you have to approach it from that point of view. And you also have to work harder, I think, at technique, because you are, generally speaking, at a disadvantage in terms of stamina and athleticism.
Right, and that was one of the things I noticed when we were working together, that your technique was good. It was solid, it was crisp, wasn't a lot of forcing anything, and that's really hard to get younger guys to understand. But as us OGs, it's almost as if there's no option, because at some point you realize no matter how hard we work, we're never going to be 21 again.
No.
So we just have to learn how to do technique better and rest in the right times and just be smarter on that.
Exactly. That's the key. And not get frustrated because you can't necessarily keep up with the really athletic guys. You just gotta, some days you just gotta say, all right, technique will take you pretty far, but if somebody comes in and out-muscles you, you just can't let that frustrate you either.
Okay, parting, since we only got about 2 minutes left, if you had to give an OG who's sitting there considering whether he should train or not, 20 seconds, what would you tell him?
I would say don't hesitate, come in, even if you think that it's too tough, you can't do it, you have to come in and give it a try. It's been really a life-changing experience for me, I think, of BJJ.
A life-changing experience for both of us. So for Harvey Hensley, congratulations on the belt.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's Paul Greenhill, the Wise Grappler. Remember, check me out at paul@thewisegrappler.com. You can send me notes, or www.thewisegrappler.com. And train smart, not hard.